Hello there, and welcome to another episode of the Farr Show, where I am Damien Farr, host of the Farr Show, where I say that way too often. So let's start off with thank you for tuning into another episode of the Farr Show. So, what are we talking about today? Well, Spaceballs. This is one of my favorite movies, maybe ever. With Star Wars, it's one of the best science fiction comedies ever made. It's a parody of Star Wars, to start off. Instead of May the Force be with you, it's May the Schwartz be with you, which is great. So, why do I like this movie so much? The acting is amazing. Rick Moranis nails it. He was great in Ghostbusters, he's great in this. So, what do I like about this movie, though, other than Rick Moranis? Well, let's talk about some of the scenes. If I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna talk mainly about Rick Moranis scenes. First scene with him, really, if I remember correctly, is the ludicrous speed, and everybody's buckling up their seatbelts type of a thing. They go to ludicrous speed, they fly past the heroes, Barf and, I always forget his name, Han, the Han ripoff, there's his name. So, they go past him, and they're like, Plaid? Because they fly past them because they went ludicrous speed instead of just hyperspeed, which is hilarious in my mind. And once they, go out of ludicrous speed, he just flies and hits a control panel and just damages his helmet and tells everybody to take 5. So everybody takes 5. Have a smoke. An 80s thing, but that's not important. Then another great scene that happens later on in the movie is well, where do we find them? Well, we'll have to watch Spaceballs, the cassette, and they go to their little video rental area, and they pull out Spaceballs, and they're like, how are we gonna watch it? We're still making the movie. He's like, that's the technology, sir. And they put up a thing, and you can see that him going like this, and it happens on the screen in front of him, pointing that way. So it happens on the screen in front of them, and they're watching it, and they figure out where they are via that. And then this is a little out of order, the jam scene, where he's like, jam, Lone Star, which is hilarious. I just love this movie. The combing the desert scene where they're like, the one first lieutenant type guy is like, sir, do you think we're being too literal? He's like, no. And you see 2 people combing the desert with an actual comb. Then you see another 2. Then you see 2 black guys combing the desert with a hair pick. And he asks, found anything yet? He's like, we ain't found shit. That's great. The yogurt scenes where it's the gift shop. So they got Spaceballs the flamethrower, Spaceballs the cereal, Spaceballs the doll. And it's like, this is great. I love the marketing here. And then it goes to the final fight scene where their ship turns into Mighty Maid, which is hilarious also. And then the final fight scene, which is between Lone Star and Darth Helmet, is great too. You can tell my Schwartz is bigger than yours. That's great. And then the ending is also great, where it's a ripoff of Planet of the Apes, where it's the 3 main bad guys, so Darth Helmet, Imperial Zurg, or Zoog, I always forget his name, there it is again. And then the first lieutenant, all on a planet and going, no! Kind of like Planet of the Apes, because they see Mighty Maid's head. So, what do you think about Spaceballs? I think it's a great film. Best Star Wars parody, F-A-R-R. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and have a far off night.